Liberty Fixxxer here, welcome back to the Edgelands. And we're at the hill. I would see a woodpecker pecking on metal. Oh, I'm on the right this time. Holy cow. Alright, can I interact with these trees then? No? No? Hello, sir? You're gonna need a dentist. I can't interact with them. Okay. I see how it is. So, Cat, are you just gonna lead me on a... Oh. Oh, no, there's something here. A caravan. A faded caravan nestles here among the gnarled mossy roots, a dull light barely visible through the lichen-coated windows. Much to your surprise, the door is not locked and pulls open with squeaky enthusiasm. Okay. This is very large. This reminds me... Oh my god, there's a person here too. Most of you probably have not seen it or even heard of it, but there was a National Lampoon's movie back in the 90s called National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon. And it's one of the lesser known crazy comedies along the lines of Airplane and The Naked Gun and Men in Tights, Top Secret and whatnot. And Loaded Weapon was like a hidden gem. No one really knows about it. It's got Emilio Estevez and Samuel Jackson as kind of like a Lethal Weapon type police duo. And Emilio Estevez he lives in a little camper on the beach with his dog. And when you walk into the camper, it's like this huge bachelor pad. It's pretty hilarious. This reminded me of that for some reason. Classic movie that nobody knows about. This wall is covered with many framed pictures of plants and animals, vividly painted in a dark and textural ink. You see a veritable menagerie of wayward, indestructible creatures, all fur and beak, tooth and talon. Some stand upon hind legs and seem to regard you with feral curiosity. There are stark and spindly trees, ragged thorny plants, and unfamiliar blooms with sallow lambent petals. I have no idea what that word means. Sallow? Is this supposed to be shallow? Sallow? I don't know. Word I don't know. Sorry, guys. This guy looks old and wise? Oh. A large nest of entwined black branches and twigs sits upon a sturdy pale plinth, which bears a small white label printed with a black ink. Found object! Mind-forged manacles. Well, let's look at it. The nest achieves the feat of appearing both scruffy and intricately complex at the same time. A single delicate black feather bristles listlessly inside. I'll just steal it. The curator looks aghast and fussily waves a disapproving finger at you. Please do not touch the artwork. A stern and incredulous glare is deployed with great severity and purpose. Sorry, guy. Can I not interact with him? Okay, well, maybe I can steal something over here then. You see a sculpture of gnarled metal twisted into the shape of a tree. The rusted limbs are strewn with pallid bulbs, which flicker intermittently with faint buzzings. Affixed to the wall is a small white label printed with black ink. May the darkness light your way. Can I unplug it? I want the feather! I want the feather! I want the feather! Take it! Take it! Take it! You quickly reach inside and snatch up the feather. It is very cold and much softer than it appears. Sucker. I want to see what it does if... Okay, off? Now, there you go. Nothing different? Okay, nothing different. You go do you, Mr. Curator. An old film projector rattles and shakes noisily on a pale plinth, which is adorned by a white label printed with black ink, Beauty in the Mind's Eye. Me. It'd be nice if my shadow was on the wall. Okay, well, I just robbed this museum of a feather. Anything over here we haven't really... Yeah, there's a lot of creepy things over here, really. Alright, well, let's go follow the cat, I guess. Can I... Oh, can I go down here? No. Alright, so we're going up and to the right. Slowly. Hi, cats. This entire game is about a girl who just wants to grab her cat. And she can't because the jerk just keeps on walking away and licking itself. Can I not? Okay, well, I can't interact with anything over there. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. What is that? Is that a cave of some sort? You stand before the towering trunk of a great tree, an imposing arboreal remnant from the ancient woodland which has long ago faded from memory. It is old and formidable, a tree which has endured countless seasons and shifting landscapes. The bark is rough and conveys a vague inner warmth when touched. Well, can I go inside? No? Okay. I'll just move on without my cat then. The jerk has been leading me on for many episodes anyway. Hi. A pair of stone obelisks conspire upon the flat crest of the hill. A ponderous atmosphere of expectation swirling around them, so tangible you can practically hear it thrumming in the air. This feels like the end of the road. What's going on? Step away is my only option? I can't go... What? Whoa. Do I go over here, maybe? Wait, what do I do then? If I can't go up there, where do I go? Do I follow my cat? Examine tree. Alright, well then I don't know what to do. Do I give the feather back to the guy and, like, apologize for stealing? That's probably what I gotta do. Because there wasn't really anything else to examine. I can't reach the woodpecker. I wonder if I have to do anything over here. Can I jump on the damn woodpecker over here? No. See, I find it interesting that it gives me a look over the city there. But I got... Oh, there we go. The hillside here is all jutting stone and craggy outcroppings, the rocks and hollows so infused with the unmistakable aspect of an earth-sign face that you cannot tell if it is the result of an intentional carving or natural coincidence. Look in the mouth. You feel yourself uncomfortably scrutinized by an uncertain gaze as you lean in for a closer look at the gaping maw, and you half expect it to snap shut or begin uttering feral growls. Within the toothsome recess, you see a sequence of glyphic symbols. Faint carvings depicted a ritual of sorts. Robed figures in procession. An offering of wheat stalks, or perhaps feathers, laid before the patient monoliths. Bright stars, a large horned creature. Well, I mean, I got some feathers. Did I really need to interact with that first before I placed the feather over there? Is that all I needed to do? Probably. Hello! Offer feathers! In recollection of the craggy ritual carvings, you solemnly place the feather, on the ground between the two expectant stones. Okay. Whoa, where are you taking me, game? Does that just open these doors? Aha! Nice. There is a hollow opening on the trunk of the tree, beyond which you can see a musty tunnel leading downwards. Obviously, enter. New chapter? What do we got now? What you throwing at me, game? The caves. No, not sewers, just caves. No obligatory sewer level yet. Okay. So, this is Chester Copperpot. You seem to have stumbled upon a fossilized skeletal remains of a hapless spelunker, slumped dejectedly on the rocky ground. The bony hand still grips a dully glinted sword of great antiquity. The other clutches a very tarnished brass lantern. Well, I would probably normally take the sword, but for YouTube's sake and how dark it appears to be coming up, I'm grabbing the lamp. The lantern shakes slightly as you try to rattle it free from the ossified grip of the previous owner, but it will not budge. As you try to force it loose, your fingers accidentally push in a rust-covered switch on the base of the lamp. And much to your surprise, it turns on, casting a dim but optimistic light. The sword is essentially fused to the skeletal hand. It is immovable. Hooray! I can see. This is satisfactory. And you! I did see you earlier, did I not? A bucket hangs suspended, straining and swaying in a shaft of dappled light. The air is musty and damp, and you have the distinct feeling that you're standing at the bottom of a well. A scruffy figure sits awkwardly inside the bucket, watches you curiously with gimlet eyes. Wells are another thing. You stay away from wells. Mine shafts, elevator shafts, and wells. You stay away from those in games. All bad news. There is an air of despondency about the impish denizen as he speaks in a lilting and unplaceable accent. Not sure you're supposed to be down here, stranger, but here you are. He fidgets and sways hypnotically. I'd normally be out working on a night like this, but apparently there's not much call for my services these days, so here I am. His voice trails off with a sallow shrug. There's that word again. Ask about its work. Ask where you are. As the cat cleans itself and looks at me. Don't look at me as you clean yourself. That just makes it awkward. Well, I'm in a cave, so let's just ask about his work. Oh, when times were good, I was ever so busy. Coins and trinkets would drop from above, and I'd happily do all manner of fiddling and chores while folks slept. Tending ailing livestock, bit of cobbling and woodwork, even some midnight baking on occasion. There's a bittersweet sigh. Nowadays, there's hardly anything comes my way. Things are so bad, I am even thinking about packing it in and taking to lurking in wardrobes or under beds or some such. It's creepy. Suggest to try something different. Yeah, no lurking. He slumps in, the bucket shudders. You're probably right. No sense in me dangling about here if the work is dried up. Because it makes a good living frightening geese or children or whatnot up in the city. Might be time to pay him a visit. His words fade into distracted mutterings. Is the lamp shining all the way over this way? Come here, cat. I'm getting close to that cat. Hold on, is there something over here, cat? No. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm walking in on. But this... I don't even know what the hell to say. The air in this cavern feels thick and muddled, the dim light playing tricks on your eyes, uncertain shapes lurking in the shadows. What the shit is this? In the middle of the room is a bed in which a restless-looking man glances about nervously. Yeah, I get it. A small, indiscernible shape and hunched purposely on his chest. There is a defensive hiss from the hunched thing, and the man looks up with hazy eyes, speaking in a parched and weary voice. Oh, stranger, are you real? Is this real? I feel certain I must be dreaming, but I feel so awake. Am I dreaming? I'm not sure. He seems oddly calmed by your reply, apparently taking it as a poignant allusion to the nature of reality. Ah, yes. Consciousness is a slippery prospect. Perhaps I am merely a figment of your dream, or perhaps we are both a part of some other dreamer's wanderings. He shuts his eyes a moment, evidently lost in restless ponderings. Well then, perhaps I should try to wake up, or maybe even try to sleep. Go to sleep. Your words are carefully heeded. The edge of the bedclothes absent-mindedly fidgeted with as he considers. The edge of the bedclothes absent-mindedly fidgeted with as he considers. Sure. Agreed. Sleep is often the best solution, and in this case, it is the only sensible action. Be careful. He nods in agreement, the tassel on his nightcap bobbing along merrily. Indeed, stranger, the passage between the world of dreams and the more lucid lands of waking life is a brief and mysterious journey, but it is one I have taken many times before. He settles down in the bed and soon appears soundly asleep. Hi. The dark thing looks bloated and satisfied, basking in the afterglow of a hearty feast. It looks up at you and speaks in a low, sonorous voice. Many thanks, stranger. Thought he was going to get away from me there, but you stepped in and gave him the push he needed. Oh, man. I don't know what this thing is. Glad to help. Well, it's getting harder to find suitable clients these days, so once again, thank you. If I ever think of taking on an intern, I'll be sure to look you up. Okay? Sure thing, game? Is he just going to sit there and feast on that guy's face? How can you eat a mustache like that? Where's my cat? And why is this stuff in a tree? Alright. This feels a lot like that huge cavern in Skyrim. I don't remember. What was it? Dark Reach or something like that? The underground cavern with all the blue glowing mushrooms. Doesn't seem to be anything to interact with here, though. Okay, I'll move forward. Those are not stalactites. And that is not my cat. Okay. Hi. A great beast looms before you, all bristling feathers and fur. It bears no resemblance to any creature you know of, yet there is something curiously familiar about it. Its beaked and antlered head turns in your direction, great piercing eyes looking into yours. Okay, I'll do it. The eyes are mesmerizing, wild but not unkind, a place you feel you have been before, but cannot quite recall. You hear rasps and growls and a purring guttural caw. Your head swims with visions of root and soil, night foraging in dark meadows, grass undulating like waves. You have the sensation of a question being asked, the creature wanting to know if you understand. No? Nod and shake your head? I don't know which one means which. I'm guessing nod is yes and shake your head is no. Let's do that. An ominous grumble, more images, twisted figures in gray suits, humanoid forms with luminous square faces, bodies formed of tangled wires and roots. Sounds like a corporation, right? A sense of warning rather than malevolence, a foggy path, lurking shadows, blinking lights. You wriggle and wriggle? You wriggle and squirm, but the images linger, eyes open or shut, a vast concrete plain, luminous bloom sprouting up through cracks. The glowing flowers surge and grow until all you see are two bright orbs. And with a start, you realize you're staring into the depthless eyes of the beast. My cat! It was my cat after all! Get back here, you little jerk! Passageway leads into a waning darkness. You feel a muffled breeze which carries the faint smell of damp earth and woodland flowers. Okay. I could probably fit one more in this episode, I suppose. Let's do it. Home. Is this the last chapter? Whoa, I am suddenly back home? That was all in my tent? Cat? Oh, now, yeah, I get it. You're probably hungry, right? You little shit. Alright, well, jiggity jig. I'm not controlling her. She's doing this on her own. And there is some kind of book or something back there. Okay. Hi. Don't look at me like that. I have no idea what just happened, but okay. Is that it? Fade to black? The end. Well, there you go. So, whoa. It just takes me back to the main menu. Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened. She just had this cat take her on this little eldritch journey, I suppose. I like the writing. It was... I wasn't expecting that with this game. I didn't know what I was getting into, I guess. But I enjoyed it. Some of the words seemed pretty repetitive. You kept on seeing the same words coming up over and over again. I don't know. That's not a big deal. That's a nitpick. What isn't a nitpick, though, is the amount of backtracking or the busy work I had to do to get through levels. Like the sheep herding. That entire level was just... It felt like it was prolonged in order to justify its existence, right? Rather than just going up into the water tower or whatever. They had to do some kind of obstacle in between that prolonged it, and it wasn't a very compelling obstacle. It just felt like something that prolonged the game, and there are a few instances of those in here. So I don't know. It was a strange game because it was almost like a walking simulator combined with like a graphic novel, I guess. I don't know. It's very strange indeed. But yeah, I kind of feel like a little less busy work to prolong the game. The game doesn't need to be prolonged at all. Or if you want more content, then there's better ways to do it than to make me herd sheep. I think, anyways. But I'm glad I played it. It was interesting. I don't know exactly what the girl really has to do with it. I get an anti-corporate vibe from it. Is she just a zombie in a corporation? Was that a nightmare? I don't know. But I think the overall theme was some kind of anti-corporate vibe. That's what I got out of it anyways. I could be wrong. Who knows? But there you guys go. That's the Edgelands. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next series. Bye-bye.